welcome to yet another episode, the second episode of the face-to-face primary school quiz competition. And of course, I'm your host Keith today, and welcome once again. And we are here for the battle of the brains. Today, of course, we have been represented by different schools. In this particular set, we have Kireka SDA Primary School. And we have Standard Junior School. And then Ridgeway Grammar School. So I'm going to briefly ask us to introduce ourselves very fast in 3 seconds. Tell us your name. If you don't mind, you can tell us your class. Starting with Kireka SDA, and of course follow the order.
My name is Kavya Solomon. I am in primary 7.
My name is Sechkuba Elijah. I'm in primary 7.
My name is Artazka Anna John, and I'm in primary 7.
My name is Ambam Brand, and I'm in primary 7.
My name is Nagwa Stefania, and I'm in primary 7.
My name is Mishkama Ashraf, and I'm in primary 7.
Okay, thank you very much for your brief introductions. It's question time for the second episode of the face-to-face primary school quiz competition. The first question for round 1 goes to Kireka SDA Primary School. What do we call the young frogs? What do we call the young frogs?
Tadpole.
Correct. 3 points for Kireka SDA. First question for Standard Junior School. First question for Standard Junior School. Which metal makes the strongest magnets? Which metal makes the strongest magnets? Still is the right answer. You lose 3 points. Ridgeway Grammar School. Ridgeway Grammar School. The first question is: name the weather instrument used to show the direction of wind. Name the weather instrument used to show the direction of wind.
Wind vane.
Wind vane, correct answer. 3 points for Ridgeway Grammar School. Second question for Kireka SDA Primary School. What do we call a person who officiates a volleyball match? What do we call a person who officiates a volleyball match? Referee is the wrong answer. Umpire is the right answer. 3 points you've lost. Second question for Standard Junior School. A second question for Standard Junior School. In which country would you find the pyramids? In which country would you find the pyramids?
Egypt.
Correct answer. 3 points for Standard. Second question for Ridgeway Grammar School. How many legs does a spider have? How many legs does a spider have?
8 legs.
Correct answer. 8 legs. 3 points for yourselves. Next question for Kireka SDA. Peter read a book from page 134 to page 451. How many pages of the book did he read?
103 pages.
Wrong answer. The right answer is 318 pages. Next question for Standard Junior Primary School. Animals which eat both plants and other animals are known as. Animals which eat plants and other animals are known as.
Omnivorous animals.
Omnivorous animals, correct answer. 3 points for that. Ridgeway Grammar School. Name the type of joint formed by the bones of the skull.
Such a joint.
Such a joints is the right answer. 3 points for yourselves. The fourth question for Kireka SDA Primary School. Crawl, backstroke, and butterfly are different methods in which sports?
Swimming.
Swimming, correct answer, 3 points. Standard Junior School. Spell the word 90th.
90th. N-I-N-E-T-I-N-T-H.
Correct, 3 points. Fourth question for Ridgeway Grammar School. Which color do I get if you mix blue and yellow together? Which color do you get if you mix blue and yellow together?
Green.
Green is the correct answer. 3 points for yourself. Of course, we come to the last question of the first round of the face-to-face quiz competition. And the last question for Kireka SDA. Electricity is measured using which device?
Voltmeter.
Wrong answer. The right answer is ammeter. Standard Junior School. Your last question to score 3 points. What is the name of Manchester United's home ground? What's the name of Manchester United's home ground? Time up. Old Trafford is the name of Manchester United's home ground. Very interesting question there. Okay. Last question for Ridgeway Grammar School. Yes. Find the range of -3 and -7. Find the range of -3 and -7.
-10.
Answer for that, so you lose the 3 points. Yes, we've come to the end of the first round of the face-to-face primary school quiz competition, and the second round, where we have Kireka SDA Primary School and Standard Junior, and then followed by Ridgeway Grammar School. We are getting into the second round of the second episode of the face-to-face primary school quiz challenge. Yes, welcome to the second round of the second episode of the face-to-face primary school quiz competition, and straight away we go into the question moment. And of course, the schools represented right now is Kireka SDA Primary School, Standard Junior Primary School, and Ridgeway Primary School. The first question goes to Kireka SDA Primary School. Which gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide is the right answer. 3 points. Standard Junior. How was the creation of Eritrea a disadvantage to Ethiopia?
Ethiopia became a landlocked country.
Correct. 3 points for that. Ridgeway Grammar School. The internal angles of an equilateral triangle all measure in how many degrees?
180 degrees.
180 degrees is the right answer. 3 points. All of us are doing well for the first questions. Let's go to second question. Second question for Kireka SDA. The distance around a circle is called?
Circumference.
Circumference, correct. You get yourself 3 points. And the second question for Standard Junior. What is the name of the highest mountain in Africa? Wrong answer. The correct answer is Mountain Kilimanjaro. Lose 3 points. Let's go. Second question for Ridgeway Primary School. What is the past simple tense of the word lie to mean resting?
Laid.
It's wrong. The right answer is lay. Third question for Kireka SDA. An English lesson started at 11:40 a.m. and it took 45 minutes. At what time did it end?
It ended at 12:45 p.m.
Wrong answer. The right answer is 12:25 p.m. Standard Junior. How many pieces does a player have in Ludo?
4 pieces.
Correct answer. 3 points for yourself. Ridgeway Grammar School. Bees are found on every continent of the earth except for one. Which one is it?
Antarctica.
Antarctica is the right answer. 3 points for yourself. Come to the fourth question for Kireka SDA Primary School. A shape with 8 sides is known as?
Octagon.
Octagon, correct answer. 3 points for yourselves. Standard Junior Academy. A group of lions is known as? Time up. A group of lion is known as a pride. It's known as pride. The fourth question for Ridgeway Primary School. What is the top color of a rainbow?
Red.
Correct. Top color of a rainbow is red. Straight away we go into the last questions of the second round, second episode of the face-to-face school, primary school quiz competition. And the last question goes to Kireka SDA. How do deciduous trees reduce the rate of transpiration?
By shedding off their leaves.
Correct answer. You get yourself 3 points. Last question for Standard Junior. A collection of ships, vessels, cars is known as?
Flight.
Wrong answer. The correct answer is a fleet. Last question for Ridgeway Grammar School. In which way can religious leaders help to keep peace and security in our communities?
By settling disputes among people.
Correct. 3 points for you. We've come to the end of the second round of the second episode of the face-to-face primary school quiz competition. We have come to the third round of the second episode of the face-to-face primary school quiz challenge. The first question goes to Kireka SDA. True or false? A cheetah is the fastest land animal.
True.
Correct. 3 points for yourselves. Standard Junior School. A brother to your father is called? A brother to your father is?
Uncle.
Correct answer. 3 points for yourself. Ridgeway Grammar School. Name the oldest music band in Uganda.
Afrigo Band.
Afrigo Band, you go. 3 points for yourselves. Yes. Yeah. We go to Kireka SDA again. Second question, last round. 3 kilograms of sugar cost 12,000 shillings. What is the cost of each kilogram?
Each kilogram costs 4,000 shillings.
Each kilogram costs 4,000 shillings, correct? Standard Junior School. The third planet from the sun is called? Earth, correct. 3 points for yourselves. Ridgeway Primary School. Which document do you need to travel abroad?
A passport.
Yes, you need a passport to travel abroad, correct answer. 3 points for yourself. Third question, last round, Kireka SDA. What is the feminine form of Ganda?
Pardon?
Correct answer is goose. Third question for Standard Junior. How many days are in the month of August? 31 days, correct. 3 points for yourself. Ridgeway Grammar School. Lois moved a total of 24 meters round an equilateral triangle. What was the length of each side?
8 meters.
8 meters, correct. 3 points for yourself. Doing well for the last round. Fourth question, Kireka SDA. A sculpture in the shape of a person is known as?
Puppet.
Wrong answer. The correct answer is a statue. Standard Junior School. Fourth question for you. Things fall when you drop them because of?
Gravitational force.
Gravitational force, correct. 3 points for yourselves. Fourth question for Ridgeway Grammar School. Why does water in the sea take long to warm?
Seas have large masses of water. Seas have large volumes of water that cannot be warmed easily.
Correct answer. 3 points for yourself. Last questions for third round for this face-to-face primary school quiz competition. The last question for Kireka SDA. What do you get when you boil water? What do you get when you boil water?
Get safe water.
Safe water for drinking, correct. 3 points for yourselves. Last question for Standard Junior. What is the additive inverse of -7?
Positive 7.
Positive 7, correct answer. Last question for Ridgeway Grammar. What is -3 times -1?
3.
3 is the correct answer. 3 points for yourself. Congratulations. Yes, we've come to the end of this battle for the brains in the face-to-face primary school quiz competition, of course, between Ridgeway Grammar Primary School, Standard Primary School, and then Kireka SDA Primary School. Keep on following us on our social media platform, of course, that's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Of course, give us your comments, tell us what you think, and if at all you can recommend your school or the school your child goes to participate, please make sure you do that, because we need your support as well. Of course, in this particular episode, we'll start by announcing the results that have come out, starting with the third position. In the third position, with 24 points, we have Kireka SDA Primary School. In the second position, with 30 points, we have none other than Standard Primary School. And of course, and the winners for today with 39 points is none other than Ridgeway Grammar Primary School.